The 1987 United States quarter dollar is part of the famous Washington Quarter series, which has been one of the most recognized and widely circulated coins in American history. The coin was minted by the United States Mint as a continuation of the design that originated in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The 1987 quarter carries both historical and numismatic importance, representing the nation's mid-1980s coinage era, a time when the U.S. economy was stable and coin production was high. On the 1987 quarter, you will find a left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Above Washington's head is the word Liberty, and below his portrait is the year 1987. The phrase, "In God We Trust," appears on the left side near Washington's neck. Depending on where it was minted, a small mint mark letter appears just beside the ribbon in Washington's hair, either P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for the San Francisco Mint. The design features a majestic bald eagle with its wings spread open, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons, symbolizing America's readiness to defend peace and liberty. Below the eagle are olive branches, representing peace. Around the upper rim is the inscription, United States of America, and below it is the denomination quarter dollar. Just above the eagle's head is the motto, E pluribus unum, which means out of many one. The composition of the 1987 quarter is 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, bonded to form a clad coin. Its weight is 5.67 grams, diameter 24.3 millimeters, and thickness 1.75 millimeters. The coin has a reeded grooved edge. Unlike earlier silver quarters, pre-1965, the 1987 quarter does not contain any silver content, which makes it a common circulation coin rather than a precious metal collectible. Regarding the mint marks, the 1987 P Philadelphia and 1987 D Denver quarters were made only for collectors and were not released for circulation that year. This makes 1987 quarters somewhat special because they were produced exclusively in mint sets, meaning they were preserved in better condition than typical circulated coins. The 1987 S-proof quarters, on the other hand, were minted at San Francisco and have a mirror-like finish with frosted designs, primarily intended for collectors. In terms of market value, a regular 1987 quarter from circulation usually holds its face value of 25 cents, as millions were minted and are easily available. However, uncirculated mint state, coins in perfect condition, graded MS 65 or higher, can fetch between $2 to $10 in today's collector market. The proof version, S mint mark, especially with deep cameo contrast, may sell for around $4 to $12, depending on its preservation and packaging. Rare varieties or error coins, such as those with double strikes, off-center minting, missing clad layers, or other minting errors, can be worth $50 to several $100s depending on rarity and demand among collectors. In the current coin market, the 1987 quarter is not considered a rare coin, but it remains historically significant as one of the few Washington quarters from the 1980s made solely for collectors. Its shiny surfaces, clear details, and association with the Washington legacy make it a valued piece in U.S. coin collections. For those holding pristine examples from U.S. mint sets, especially proof versions, the coin carries more value as part of a complete set rather than individually. Overall, the 1987 United States quarter dollar stands as a timeless representation of American coin artistry, blending the nation's heritage, symbolism, and craftsmanship into a small yet meaningful piece of metal that continues to be admired by both casual coin enthusiasts and serious numismatists. The 1987 Washington quarter dollar is not only a circulating coin, but also a strong reminder of America's rich numismatic legacy. Even though the coin is relatively modern, it reflects the enduring power of the Washington design, which remained unchanged for more than 6 decades, from 1932 until the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. This coin, minted during the presidency of Ronald Reagan, also captures the spirit of the 1980s, a decade marked by economic growth, technological innovation, and a deep sense of national pride in the United States. Each mint that produced the 1987 quarters contributed to its own distinct characteristics. The Philadelphia Mint, P, and the Denver Mint, D, issued coins primarily for official mint sets, not for general circulation. This decision by the U.S. Mint was quite unusual, as most quarters were released into circulation every year. Because of this, 1987 quarters are often found in higher grades of preservation, brilliant, uncirculated, and without wear. On the other hand, the San Francisco Mint, S, produced high-quality proof coins using polished dies and specially prepared planchets. These proof versions display a sharp contrast between frosted designs and mirror-like fields, making them visually stunning collector pieces. The artistic symbolism of the quarter's reverse design continues to fascinate collectors. The eagle, with its wings fully expanded, stands for vigilance, strength, and freedom. The bundle of arrows represents readiness for defense, while the olive branches reflect America's preference for peace. Together, they symbolize the nation's balance between peace and strength, a message that resonated deeply during the Cold War era of the 1980s. From a numismatic perspective, the 1987 Washington quarter serves as a transitional piece. It bridges the classic pre-1990s design with the later innovations in coinage that would follow. Since 1987 quarters were not intended for wide circulation, finding one in used condition is rare, meaning if you come across a circulated 1987 quarter, it likely escaped from a collector's set. Coins in mint condition, MS-67 or higher, are particularly prized, and professional grading can significantly enhance their market value. The historical and collector value also increases when the coin is still sealed in its original mint set packaging. Collectors often look for pristine examples with strong luster, clean surfaces, and sharp detailing on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. A perfect proof coin from the San Francisco Mint, marked S, with deep cameo contrast can fetch higher prices, especially among specialized Washington quarter collectors. In the modern dollar market value, the worth of a 1987 quarter depends heavily on its condition and rarity of minting errors. Most standard versions trade between $1 and $15, but exceptional specimens or error coins can go far beyond this range. Examples include double die obverse, off-center strikes, filled mint marks, or planchet flaws. Such coins have been known to sell from $100 up to several $100s at auctions and online collector markets. When it comes to investment potential, the 1987 quarter remains a modest, yet steady coin to hold in a complete Washington quarter set. It is not a coin of high bullion value, since it contains no silver, but it is historically valuable for being part of the official mint set's only issue year. Enthusiasts and investors often consider such coins as hidden gems in the Washington quarter timeline, representing one of the few non-circulating collector issues of the series before the 1990s. In conclusion, the 1987 quarter dollar is more than just a piece of currency. It is a symbol of American pride, artistry, and the enduring respect for George Washington's legacy. Though its face value remains 25 cents, its numismatic importance is far greater. Whether kept as part of a collection, a mint set, or as a proof coin, the 1987 Washington quarter stands as a timeless treasure for coin lovers across the world.